Welcome back to American Sunrise on this Friday morning. We appreciate you being here with us. We also want to invite you to join the conversation on Get a Rumble as well as YouTube. But now let's take a let's take the political pulse of America. And on the beat today, two tiers of justice. President Trump, you may remember, on his state visit to the UK, declared Antifa a terrorist organization. Let's get some reaction now from Donna Fiducia of Cowboy Logic. Donna, good morning. What an announcement from the president, and it really balances the scales of justice, I would think.
Well, everybody says, gee, what took so long? Well, Trump wanted to do this in his first term, Terrence. I have two words for that: Bill Barr. And we're learning so much more about Bill Barr and how much interference he ran for the Trump administration in the first term. But compare Antifa to the reaction of Charlie Kirk's assassination. You had people for years now still blowing up cities, causing all kinds of mayhem, death, destruction, looting, rioting. Okay? And then with Charlie Kirk's assassination, what do you have? You have vigils, you have prayers, you have singing. And let me say that is exactly what happened on January 6th, until the police riled up the crowd by shooting rubber bullets and tear gas into the crowd. J6 protester Joshua Black, who is literally the face of J6, he's the kid that got shot with a rubber bullet sticking out of his cheek. He was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list on J7 while he was driving home. This is how fast the other side moves. And this double standard has to stop. This was planned. This was a Fedsurrection. The jail was closed. It was condemned. But in October, they started cleaning it up. You cannot tell me that this was not all planned. And the whole double standard is crazy. So to make Antifa right now designated as a terrorist organization, it's about damn time. And now the rot is so deep, we're seeing that Kash Patel had to fire thousands of people. They were ready to arrest another 1,500 if Kamala got in. The double standard, way too gone. And now that Antifa can be investigated, we can look at the money, follow the money trail. That's the huge thing. Absolutely. Because that's what has to be looked at.
Absolutely. Donna, before I let you go really quickly, what do you have coming up in the barn party this weekend?
Well, I just want to say that Connie Meggs' birthday, my good friend, was yesterday. So happy birthday, Connie. They, by the way, were arrested on Ash Wednesday, and they're Catholic. Their house was raided. J6ers. All right, we have the incomparable Roger Stone in his Cowboy Logic outfit. Jody Barrett running for Tennessee 7, a special election. It's going on now, folks. We need MAGA in there, and he is endorsed by General Flynn, Dr. Stella Emanuel, and J6er Joe Fisher, as in the 1512. Imagine, he beat the federal government on that charge, and it helped so many other J6ers. We'll see you Saturday in the barn party, 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks so much, Donna. Don, I know you're around there. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Love you. Talk to you soon. All right, let's get you over to Dr. Gina now. Good morning, Dr. G.
Thanks, T. Hey, you guys, we've been talking about the legal double standard. Let's hear from those actually living it. Joining us now, Olivia Pollock, a J6 political prisoner who actually had to go on the run away from the government as a most wanted. Imagine seeing your face everywhere while you're on the run, running from a corrupt government who is pursuing you. Also, Robert, we call him affectionately Lego Man Morse, also a J6 defendant. Robert is also an Army Ranger, a teacher, and an author. Robert, quickly as you can encapsulate for our audience your briefest story, because I just want them to have the background of you.
Sure. So I left home at 17 to become an airborne ranger. Saw the devastation of Afghanistan and realized that was going to follow me home if the next generation didn't know how to keep this republic. So I dedicated my life to being a teacher. Got my degree at Penn State to do that, wanted to follow my dream, but then I also watched the election get stolen. So that's why I went to January 6th, 2 weeks after my graduation date. And though I was in the classroom for about 6 months, the next 3.5 years after that, I would be behind bars because I believe in the rule of law. our Constitution, and that Trump did win in the 2020 election. So,
and the conditions there, by the way, were horrific. We don't have time to talk about that today, but people are going to hear a lot more about this. You and I have a lot to talk to about on this note. Olivia, I met your dad. Took him to dinner at Mar-a-Lago to meet the president, hopefully in hopes that the president would make some promises to give you all hope. That's exactly what he did. Tell us about that. Well, this is while you and your brother, your precious brother, were on the run. I can't even imagine what your dad was feeling while he was there at dinner, this kind of opulent dinner, while he knew you guys were scraping to even survive. I can't even imagine what your family has been through.
So that did mean so much. It was hope. We were on the run when that event happened, and after we got turned in for the reward money and spent 13 months in the DC gulag, that message that my dad was able to portray to us, that Trump had us, invited us to his home, he told us it's gonna be okay, is what so many of the men on when my brother went in was able to share with them, that they had lost hope. Like, they didn't know what was going to happen if they didn't get a pardon. They were spending, some of them, almost life sentences in jail. And to know that the president's got us, they hung on to that, and it was hope.
And you all told me that just a couple of weeks ago when I got to meet you both, thanks to Don and Donna Fiducia, who have been really national heroes on behalf of you all, who
undeniably,
are, Donna would say, are the real heroes. But it really, I didn't know that dinner meant that much to people and gave them hope, and that was so wonderful to be used that way by so many of us who just wanted to help in any way we could. But a lot of people did lose hope. Just as recently as last week, Robert, you told me that you lost another J6er.
Yeah, there's been several J6ers that have taken their own life. There's been several January 6ers that have succumbed to the ravages of how messed up their life had become because of January 6th and the spiritual warfare that's upon us all. You know, the Bible says that many are called, but few are chosen. I think every single January 6er was chosen by God to suffer a unique road so that we can hopefully personally be responsible for the American Renaissance that I believe is about to happen. It's a tough road to walk. However, we have been selected by God to fix this country, fix history, and give our kids another chance that if we don't do anything, they will not have.
Yeah. You had dinner with my inside team this week, a little earlier in the week. We discussed the things that you were going to do, but I want to say these two to our audience are nonstop. They didn't get out and enjoy their life. They are working overtime, doing everything they can do. You're fighting for prison reform, from the conditions. I saw an incredible video of you. Olivia, your father, a wonderful pastor, your mother, a beautiful person too. I get to meet your family when I go to Pennsylvania. I actually met your mom that night. I get to hang out with you guys for the weekend in Pennsylvania. There's a lot happening, and I just want to say Robert has started a film production company. I'm going to be telling you all a lot about that in the upcoming months. Another book is in the works. A lot of things. But the way we met was when Don and Donna invited me to be part of this new national anthem you did for the president. Tell us about that.
You want to go for it, babe?
Sure. Well, it was an incredible opportunity, and it meant so much because that song was hope for me as a female. When I was eventually arrested and thrown into the gulag for 13 months, I knew that my brothers had been singing that song together for over 3 years as a symbol of unity, as a symbol of strength. Every night. And so I knew, though I was alone for most of that time, I could sing it and know that they were singing with me. And how much more so do we need that spirit of unity now? And to be able to sing it again on the outside free, you know, surrounded by our brothers and sisters. And it was hope. It was hope that America's not lost, and that we've got another chance to stand together if we stand united. And how much more so do we need that now, after what we've witnessed this last week, and the devastation that we saw. You know, that evil more than ever is trying.
Still there.
Still there.
Well, I have to tell you, it was the humbling honor of my lifetime to get to stand with you all, and I will stand with you always. You've become two of my best, not just my best friend, my whole family. We love you, we support your work, and I know this audience feels exactly the same. Where can we find the song?
So the song, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if it's ready to be released just yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
but we've done it.
Yes.
And it's coming.
Yes.
And you'll be hearing more about that on Rav. I want to thank Zen Master, our amazing owner, Rob Sig, who has also put his heart and soul into helping with all of these J6 projects as well. Olivia and Robert, thank you so much. God bless you. God's continued blessing. We'll be hearing a lot more from you. This weekend, a historic ceremony taking shape as preparations for Charlie Kirk are happening Sunday. They're underway in Arizona for this memorial service. Tens of thousands expected. President Trump, Vice President Vance, all in attendance. We'll be covering here on RAV starting at 7 a.m. Pacific. That's 10 a.m. Eastern. In moments, how you can be part of Charlie's memorial. The details just ahead as American Sunrise continues.